have to go by Walmart, get some chicken. I also have to go into Home Depot real fast and get some more wood. I'm gonna continue with this look of, you know, a barn in my living room. Half my living room is gonna have that look, like aged, battered wood. And then I think I'm gonna end up doing it in my kitchen area too. So it's not gonna be throughout the whole house, but there are gonna be several places in the house where that's what it looks like a barn. So I'm using this rough cut. They're 8 by 8 feet, 8 inches by 8 feet. They're about $4 a piece. I probably do the whole kitchen for less than $200. So it'll have the look that I want. The other thing that I need to get is more wood for molding. I am not putting up molding. I'm using wood for molding. In some areas I used furring strips. Some areas I used 1x6s. So I want to get some more wood. It just helps. It helps frame everything out, you know? It's just like visually without molding, the room just looks bad, you know? So I guess they sort of had molding, but what they did was they layered up the drywall but up to the molding, and they weren't using molding. They were doing like me, just using wood. So I want to continue with that look. But I mean, if it's flush, if the molding's flush to your drywall, that's not molding. That's just a continuation of the wall. See what I'm saying? You need something to frame it out, or else it's visually it's an eyesore. Now the room that I've almost completed is not an eyesore anymore. I can be in that room. I can see throughout the whole house because I did this. I could see stuff that I want to do to the house. So it's smart to start in one room. Now I'm working on a second room, which is adjacent to the first room. It's one big room, essentially. You know, there's no door or anything. So we'll get some more molding, some liquid electrical tape. I took down one of those ceiling fans. There were ceiling fans throughout this house that, you know, $75 ceiling fans, just hideous, you know. So I took one of those down. That was in this main room that I'm working on. It was just, for years, it's just like I walk in and I look at that thing with the, you know, the light part of it. That thing had gotten broken. It's just ugly. You know, I cannot stand fake wood. You know, and it had like the fan blades were made out of like press board with, I don't know what's on there, like it's printed on there or something, so it looks like wood. It looked like garbage. So I took that thing down. So that was big. That was like getting rid of that. I was like, oh my God, look at the room looks so much bigger without that eyesore. I'm in New York State, you know. I mean, I guess it might help in the winter using a ceiling fan or something, but you know, during the summer, you know, it does get hot here, but I really don't need it. I don't want it. They're ugly. Not a big fan of ceiling fans, and if I was going to get a ceiling fan, I'd get a cool looking one because they're not much more. You know, like something that looks like Art Deco. I saw some of those that are pretty cool. They got like fans on them that look, the fan blades look like they should be a propeller. I'd get something like that. I can always put something like that in. Well, here's something good to know. They sell metal roofing at Home Depot. I didn't know that they did that. I sort of wanted to do my back with just the straight galvanized stuff, but I got like powder coated. I didn't know that they had this crap here. Go figure. They got the plastic too. My barn needs some new roof on it. This is where I'm gonna get it. I'm not going to the roofing place. Though that was not expensive. For my whole back part of my house was like 750 bucks. I used factory seconds. They look brand new. I don't know how they were seconds. I think it's just to give people an option, you know, cheaper option. If you're gonna paint a room, I recommend you buying a good brush. If you can find Chinese pig bristle, do that. You should spend some money. Don't try and paint a room with a chip brush. I'm not shitting, just clean it out when you're done. I used to do this. Painted a lot of houses and shit. I need a real thick nap roller. Yeah, this would probably work. I think I want this 3/8. I'm gonna get this 1/2-inch nap. It's lamb skin. This is good. A roller. Get one of these. What else do we need? Need a pan. I have a roller pan. The white shellac bag. Now I'm gonna try something, and I hope that it works. It's this Zinsser 123 primer for all surfaces. We'll give it a shot. Some stonework by my wood-burning stove. It's missing a little bit of the thin set. I think that what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna repair it with this, which is concrete and mortar repair, because there's not much, and then I'm gonna try and match it like the surface color after this dries. Or not, I don't know. I'll play it by ear, but I'm buying this product, and I've used it before. It's pretty good. The guys in the paint department, they told me that pretty much all oil-based, like primers and stuff, are being phased out. That's what they said, which sort of makes sense, you know? Making better products, they don't have to use oil-based stuff, so that's fine. I'm gonna pick up some liquid nails while I'm here, because it's an awesome product. Here we have it. It should be here. Here we go. $1.77 a tube. It's real cheap. Get the water cleanup. Yep, water cleanup. This is better than caulk. It's liquid electrical tape. This has a lot of applications. If you have old, like cloth wrapped wires, you know, this will take care of some of the problems there. If you know, if wires sticking out of, like, it's old and it's cloth wrapped, but it's in a cable, the part that's in the cable is pretty safe. It's when you start moving that stuff around, this takes care of that problem. More utility boards, 8 by 8 feet, 8-inch by 8 feet. I'm gonna be doing my kitchen with these two. It's gonna look like a barn. It's my house, not yours. Here's something that I might use in the future. These are $1.67 a piece. I just like them for fences, rough cut. Use them somewhere. Need some of this. Tell you what, they cure this pine so quick that some of it is just so warped. It's almost like not usable. But it is, you know. Really put some torque on it and make it straight. Hope that it doesn't crack. I wish they would just sell all unfinished boards. The finished boards are so much more expensive. They are, for what you get. I spent almost $200. This is me bitching about $200. You know, I'm cheap, man. I don't need them finished. Well, I guess the molding, it would look pretty bad if it was all rough like that. So, whatever. You know, what are you gonna do? Takes money to live. Oh, hi, Remy. The chick that checked me out at the cashier at Home Depot, her pants were riding real low, and you could see the crack of her ass, sort of like a refrigerator repairman. Not a pretty sight. I don't want to see that. You know, some broad, sure. I don't know. I'm picky. What can I say? I just was not anything I needed to see. Wasn't. I don't know. Even if I see a real hot broad and it's like the crack of, you know, crack of her butt, I just think she's sort of sloppy. Me worrying about somebody looking sloppy. You know, what can I say? I just need chicken for the dogs. I'm pretty sure I got food for myself. Unless I see something I want, then I might get it. Here, for me, I'm gonna get salmon. Sure, I'll eat this for dinner. I'm telling you, if your dog's on raw diet, Walmart's the cheapest place to get it. I think I'm paying $6 for 10 pounds for leg quarters. I'm hungry, so I'm gonna get a cup of popcorn scrimps. Yes, I know that they're shrimp, but in Brooklyn, they say, give me some of them scrimps. That's what they say. The chair was open. I got my hair cut. I'm so happy. I was getting so sick of dealing with it. I was, man. It gets to be a drag. You know, 8 months from now, I'll be saying the same thing. Got to get my hair cut. She was quick. I don't know. I guess she did all right. You know, it was fast. The hair's off my head. That's all I give a shit, you know? It was 14. I gave her 30. You gotta tip those people, and I'll tell you why. It's because some people don't tip, and that's how they make a living. People in the service industry, a waiter or something, I'm not gonna tip like my friend Ginger. She's not in the same financial bracket as me. But I've always been a big tipper. Because I've done jobs like that, like, you know, I've been a bartender. I've done a lot of jobs where you get tips. So if somebody's providing a service, tip them out, you know? Always tip them out. It's just laying here on the ground. What the fuck? That girl that cut my hair had a Chihuahua, and she was asking for advice. She said, what about if the dog is marking in the house? And right away I said, oh, so let me guess, you have a Chihuahua, it marks in the house. You used wee-wee pads, didn't you? Yeah, well, we put them down when we leave the house. You can't do that. Your dog's never going to be housebroken if you keep using those things. Why? Because it's a small dog? You don't want to walk the dog? You don't want to let the dog out? You don't want to crate train the dog? The dog's a year old, they're having issues with it. It's ridiculous. But boy, she was fast cutting my hair, and I really appreciated that. That's why I gave her the 30 bucks. I was like, I had a 10 and a 20, you know, and I'm like, here, just take it. I'm on my way. I'm pulling into the Dandy. They're advertising Hawaiian pizza. That is one of the nastiest inventions. I've had it. Keep the pineapple off the fucking pizza. That's fucking foul. That is. That's gross. You like that? You're nuts. I knew a stoner that liked it. You smoke a lot of weed? That's probably why you like it.